The 5 remaining AmaZulu queens and their children will today brief the media about succession issues in the Royal House. They did not speak before as they were observing a month's mourning for Queen Mantfombi Dlamini Zulu. Now, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi addressed media yesterday and spoke about the delays in the coronation of King Misuzulu due to continuing disagreements. Last month, the High Court postponed a case brought by some of the late King Zwelithini's children challenging the signature on their father's will. Our senior reporter, Siphamandla Goge, is following developments and joins us from KwaNongoma. A very good morning to you, Mr. Goge. What can we expect from today's briefing?
We are not sure, but we understand that at least Princess Nombuso, who is King Zwelithini's first daughter, will be amongst those who will be addressing today's media briefing, or should I say the media alert that was sent to us has her name as the contact person. She has just told our colleagues that she expects that the media briefing will start around 10 o'clock. It was meant to get underway at 9 a.m. this morning, but it's delayed. But it will definitely be going ahead here at KwaNongoma Royal Palace. Our viewers will remember that this is where the late King's funeral service was held, and this is where everything happened during the interment of the late King Goodwill Zwelithini Zulu. We see heightened police presence here at KwaNongoma Royal Palace. Usually there are about 2 police officers who are here, but today I can tell you that we have spotted more than 7 police officers here. Tensions continue at the royal family. You know, within the royal family, there are those tensions. They are visible. Yesterday, there was a media briefing by Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. The whole aim of that briefing was to brief the nation about the latest development. Now, the mourning period for the Zulu royal family members is over. So, the late King's queens have been cleansed. There has been a cleansing ceremony which was intertwined with a ceremony which is known as the ritual hunt. In isiZulu, it's called Ukphuminqina, where a group of men will go and hunt wild animals, bring them to the palace. But usually, in terms of culture, tradition and protocol, that part of the ceremony is conducted in the presence of the next king. So in this case, King Misuzulu was not there. Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, who is the traditional prime minister of the Zulu nation, was not there. Hence, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi has said that the second part, or the second aspect of this ritual hunt, will have to be undertaken again. Now, they are awaiting King Misuzulu to give a date so that a local man can go and hunt with him, and then after that there will be another ceremony that is known as the washing of the late King's spear, as well as other stuff that he used to use before, and that will be handed over to the new king, which is King Misuzulu. Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi telling us that all of that will need to be undertaken again because other family members have already conducted that ritual hunt, but he says it was not sanctioned by the king himself. He was not present. So today we expect, according to reports, that Princess Nombuso will again throw the name of the late Prince Letuktula's son into the hat here, and the issue of succession continues to divide the deeply divided Zulu royal family members. Reports suggest that KwaNongoma Palace is of the view that the late prince, which is Prince Letuktula, who passed away in Johannesburg, left behind a son. They are of the view that that son should be considered to take over because Prince Letuktula was regarded as one who was also in the running for the throne. So there are those who are telling us that Princess Nombuso and some of the royal family members here at KwaNongoma are likely going to announce that they are throwing his name into the hat, and that Princess Nombuso is believed to be suggesting that she would want to act as the regent up until Prince Letuktula's son is ready to take over. But all of that is just speculation for now. We'll have to wait and hear what is being said here during this press briefing. Let me tell you that yesterday was the deadline and the due date for all parties to file their affidavits at the Pietermaritzburg High Court. As you know, that case, the ongoing case here, is still pretty much alive because all parties were meant to file yesterday. We understand that once they have filed, I'm trying to check what is happening in the background here. We see some movement, but the press briefing is not about to start. So yesterday was the deadline for all parties to file, and that case is still very much alive. Queen Madlamini from this palace is contesting the king's marriage to her. She argues that it was a civil union. There are those who say, well, the king took other wives into customary setup, so she wants 50% of the king's estate. On the other side, two princesses from Kwakhetho Mthandayo want the king's will to be scrutinized. They argue that the signature may have been forged.